My waterproof camera after going swimming. Oh no, that does not look like it was proofed of water. In fact, it seems like it is proof of water. Oh, please. That's no bueno. This thing was IPX0 certified. This thing was made to keep the water safe. Really, your photos? Not worth it. The water? Take it home with you. Hello everybody and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo and today we are looking at r/HardwareGore. This is a subreddit dedicated to just the worst things that can happen to technology. As someone who used to work in a computer repair shop, this is going to hit. My equipment to cool my iPhone 6S. I don't know how to put this, but the old iPhones were not exactly what you would call cool devices. They were cool devices, but they would also just sear your thigh like a fine steak before a braise. It is very warm, and I do not blame you in the slightest for having this jerry-rigged setup. Probably should upgrade if you can at some point, though. Hit a pothole on a road trip a bit too hard. Hold on. What is this? Like, genuinely, what is this in? It doesn't register. That's really unfortunate. Sorry about your screen. You can probably replace it. But what happened? Is that your laptop? It looks like it's on a bus seat. I'm so confused. Found in a shallow river lodged under a rock. It's probably been there since a flood 2 years prior. Whoa. The motherboard with the scummies on it. I've had a motherboard catch fire. I'm not going to elaborate how. It was my fault, wholly. But I've never seen one on the other end of the elemental spectrum. This one is just waterlogged. How long until we find one that's just completely caked with earth and wind? I need the avatar of MOBO abuse. I need them all unified. And if you want to be unified, click that subscribe button, hit the bell, leave a comment saying what element you want to be encased in, and let's just keep on going. Our train station displays speak enchanting table now. Yo, dude, that's mending 3. You gotta get it. You gotta get the mend. I hope you have enough lapis lazuli to make it work. Otherwise, real cringe. You're gonna have to go and grind zombies, which is very difficult. Most of the zombies have been ground. Like, it's very rare to find a spawn nowadays, but if you can find a spawner, you might just be able to get enough to get this before your train departs. So get hunting. There's gotta be one around here somewhere. LGA 1151 socket damaged beyond repair. Did Linus Tech Tips drop this? How? This always confuses me. This causes me genuine distress. You see all the little metal pins. You see how itty-bitty they are. You see how small, how baby, and you jam it in like a Pop-Tart into a stubborn toaster. And this is what you get. This upsets me. This is like somebody taking like a sandpaper to their contacts because it's supposed to be smooth. Like, ugh. My PS3's GPU is dying. Ooh, that's not something that's gonna get repaired easily. I don't think Sony will do that for you anymore, but just fascinating to see. It's interesting that we live with hardware that is so fallible now for our entertainment, because we're gonna start to see more things like this, and I think that's fascinating. I think it's very unfortunate, but like with Dreamcasts, the community will probably keep this alive and will keep parts, even third-party, coming. I'm not sure if that's possible with a PS3's GPU, specifically because it is so proprietary, but it's just fascinating. How should I clean this? With fire. What is on that scroll wheel? Now I'm looking at mine all self-consciously. No, mine is clean. Mine is crisp. How much skin are you losing, dude? Why is it covered in like a dried film of just crusty dead skin? Do you not dust? You don't dust. Ah, yes, cable management. Ooh. So, a lot of you here are looking at this, and you're saying, I understand why this is wrong. Some of you, however, have your feet tangled up in wires like horrible little gaming goblins, and you're not taking care of it. And I swear to God, I'm mad at you for it because I've been trying to fix it, but I'm the same way. You see those cables on the top? They're neat, they're organized. You know where they are going and where they are going to. It is not difficult, and I'm willing to bet that they are probably labeled. This mess, this nightmare, this tangled travesty is awful because it is going to make troubleshooting anything hell on earth. And yet here we stand, looking at it with our eyes in the world's dankest server closet. and I'm mad about it. This workstation was being used like this for God knows how long. What? That is a DisplayPort connection, and it's somehow holding on like this. How is it holding on like this? I'm amazed. I'm amazed at the resilience on display. I don't know how else to describe this besides just a miracle. My parents' keyboard before I cleaned it. Ooh, that's some kigosi right there. That's the kigosi gok that everyone warns us about. That's vile. It's not as bad as it could be, but I'm starting to I'm normally pretty down on myself, thinking I'm not super clean. I'm not as clean as I think because there's a single piece of trash on the floor. I clean my keyboard at least monthly, so it never gets like this. This is disgusting. This is vile. This is causing me actual psychological harm. 1d6 per frame, I'm looking at this. It is like I am staring at a phantom in Phasmophobia. My dad just sent me this today. Just needs a dusting, right? You're so lucky there's no wasp nest in this thing. I don't understand what this is, actually. The comments don't have anything, but the contacts are burnt. Oh my god, I didn't even realize they're burnt. They are charred. They are crispy. Those noodles aren't just fried. They are well done. These are congratulation noodles. That's some spicy hay. 1050 Ti without heatsink and an open power supply. This is bait. This is bait. This has to be bait. I am refusing to believe this is anything besides bait. No, it is bait. It is bait. If you look, you can see their functional rig behind it. This has to be. This has to be. I refuse to believe it's real. This TV decodifier. Wait a minute. Are these people stealing cable? Will it boot? Customer states it needs new thermal paste and cleanup because they spilled Arizona iced tea on it. Oh, come on. These are, at the very least, multi-$100 systems, and at the very most, several $1,000s. Why are you not careful with it? This is genuinely frustrating. I was in a position for so long where if anything broke on my computer, that was the end of my career because I could not afford to replace it. So seeing people being so careless with their hardware is shattering me into 1,000 pieces. I have seen the God-shattering star and it broke me, a mere mortal. I do not know how to emotionally take this. I hate. I'm full of hate. I have anger, rage, malice, all of them. What should I do with this to properly dispose of it? Poke it with a knife. Now I have to state for legal reasons, don't, it will blow up. And that's very bad. And that would hurt everyone, and you shouldn't do that. So what I'm telling you not to do is what I just told you to do. And I need to say that for YouTube, because they will not be able to detect my tone in their algorithm, and they will think that it was completely serious. Either way, lithium batteries are scary. This looks like one of the old Note phones, which had an issue with the battery exploding. Real nightmare scenario, actually. I think you have to, genuinely, I think you have to bury that in, a bucket of sand. Oh, also check if your city has a battery disposal program. That's probably the best one. And then Google steps for how to dispose of a bloated lithium battery. It's very important. Those are dangerous. HardwareGore had an old AMD 5 CPU and decided to destroy it. It's a Ryzen 5. Allegedly. Apparently it was already broken. They're just here to farm the karma, and you know what? They are wonderful for telling us that that's what they are doing. I love the Mac Mini. Is that just a giant Arduino board? Is that really what that is? Is that actually what the Mac Minis are? Because if so, that's absolutely comedic. One of the comments is, do we have a reason behind this destruction? And the only comment back is, brick. They took the one grit to it. And that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you like this, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, maybe share this with a friend who could use a reminder that brick. If you do want another Kalbus video, there'll be another popping up on your screen in just a couple of seconds, but until then, my name has been Lumo, crying about Arizona iced tea on a CPU, and I hope to see you in the very next Kalbus video. Have a great rest of your day.